today we have something really cool. These are vacuum storage bags, and this comes with an electric pump, and you get 15 bags in this box, and it's really, really nice because if you do a lot of traveling and you want to get maximum amount of space out of your baggage, use these because it's going to compress your clothes down to a nice small size. Same if you're just going to be storing stuff for the winter or the summer, you can compress your clothes or your towels, your blankets, whatever you want to do, compress. Great for an apartment, a small house, or like I said, for travel. I think that's where this really does shine. Let me show you the box. Of course, you're going to see it's got some warnings on here, all the disclaimers and things like that. And then, of course, how to use it. Basically, all you're going to do, you put your clothes in the bag, seal it up, put it on the pump, run the pump, put the cap on. It's that simple. Really, really nice. So let me show you inside the box. And so what you're going to get in the box, you're going to get 15 storage bags, and you can see there's 5 of each. So it's got a nice little sampler pack. You get 5 small, which are 16 by 16, 5 medium, 20 by 16, and 5 large, which is 24 by 16. So kind of nice selection. So if you want to go do on later, go out and get some more bags, you can pick the size that you like. Of course, you're going to get the pump. And it's a nice little compact pump. Comes in a nice little carry bag. And it is USB powered, so you do need USB power to power it. And you can see it's got a little part here. This is going to go on the bag, and a little on-off button, and that's going to create the vacuum and empty out your pump. And of course, it's got USB, and of course, it does have a nice little adapter on it, so you can go USB-C to USB-A. So you're not going to lose that. It's got a little connector on here, a little tail, so it's not going to lose it. So if you want to use the C port, which is the modern one, the little small one, or the old school USB port, go either direction. Really, really nice. And it's got a nice long cable, about 5-foot long cable, so you can kind of plug in your power bank or your laptop or whatever you want to plug it into, get power. You're going to get a bunch of bags. You can see there's kind of like a small one, medium one, different sizes. We're just going to look at the small one for now. And you do get 15 of these, and you can see it's got a nice little cap on it here. So what you can do is, to use this, you unscrew the cap, put your clothes in here, and then you attach the vacuum with this side right here, and it just kind of clips on like that. Turn it on, and it pulls the vacuum out and compresses your clothes. I have a little blanket here we're going to give this a test with, so I'm just going to show you how easy this is. And of course, then when you're done, you put the cap back on, and you're done. So let's grab the blanket, and I've got the large one, and we're sticking it in there, and we're going to see how long this takes to compress and how much it compresses. So the first thing you want to do, each bag comes with a little zipper, a little bag of zippers. And you can see what this does, there's like a little bump right here. You're just going to put the zipper right over there. And this is going to kind of like a Ziploc bag, kind of seal it. So you just take one of these, get it over the little hump, just like that. And then what you do is just one of those, and you go all the way across, and you'll see it kind of like a Ziploc bag. It's going to seal it up really nice. And then to open it back up, just peel it like that, and then open back up. And so now we're going to use the pump, and we're going to put a blanket in here and compress it. We're going to stick the blanket in here, just like that. In the bag. There we go. We'll try to get this nice and neat. There we go. There we go. Got the blanket in there. And now we're going to seal them up with the zipper. And just slide it across. And you can do this a couple times if you want, just to make sure it's fully sealed, and it's sealed. And then you're going to take the cap off, and I'll show you a little trick. If you do want to speed up the vacuum on here, what you can do is you can press this and get a lot of the air out before you do it, and that'll save you a minute or two on each one. Nice and neat. And of course, when you let go, the vacuum stays, so we got a lot of the air out. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the pump, and it is USB, so you can use C or A. I'm going to use A. And take the pump, and we're just going to stick it right on here, and it just sits right on there like that. I'm going to plug them in. I'm using a laptop, but you can use a power bank or a power brick, whatever you want to use for that. So a lot of different options. And then turn it on. You can see fairly quiet. And this takes maybe about a minute or so, so we'll just watch it here. Watch it compress. If you watch right here, you'll see it compressing. So it goes pretty quick, and you can kind of hear it crinkling a little bit because it's pulling all the air out. And if you want, you can always help it out a little bit, keep it nice and flat. But we'll just let that finish. I like to keep it nice and square. There we go. This is really great, like I said, for traveling. Uh, Compressor closed, and when you're ready to go home, take this with you because it's so small. Comes a nice little carry bag. You can keep that with you. Sounds like she's done. And compressor closed, put them back in your bag and travel home and save more space. Or if you just want stuff for like winter that you're not going to use in the summer, or summer you're not going to use winter, compress it that way. And of course, when you're done, put the cap on it, just like that. And you can see nicely compressed. And that's going to save you a ton of space. And that's the whole point of it, saving space. But like I said, I can really see this great for traveling, or just you have a small apartment, don't have a lot of space, storage space, great way to use this. And then when you're done and you want to open your clothes back up, you just have to break the seal. So just kind of like a Ziploc bag, just break the seal. And you'll see it'll nicely decompress. And away you go. Keeps your clothes and blankets and towels nice and clean and safe. Great for travel. Really, really simple. Oh, a nice 15 pack of vacuum bags, a nice little pump, great for storage and great for travel. I really can't go wrong with this. I can see a ton of use for this. I'm going to actually order some more large bags, especially for like sweaters and things like that that take up a lot of space. This is the perfect solution for it. So check them out.